What's up, guys? I'm here at my buddy's Mark new car shop that he recently opened with his buddy Josiah. So what's your car shop name, man?
Play2win games in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Awesome. And so they are two of like the biggest Yu-Gi-Oh collectors in Tennessee. We actually have 4 really big Yu-Gi-Oh collectors in Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, right? They're like some of the rarest cards in the world Yu-Gi-Oh wise. They own probably like 90% of it, right? Or like, yeah, the cards.
A lot of it is in Tennessee.
Yeah, so, but we got some pretty cool cards here if you guys want to take a look at it. Start with the non-Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. This is a Black Lotus. It's not in the best condition, but it's still nice. It's one of the most iconic Magic card for you sport guys. This is the equivalent to a 1952 Toss Mickey Mantle. I mean, it's probably not as expensive as like a really good condition one, but this is still. What do you think this is?
Around 10K in that.
10K right here. I mean, it's still up there.
Could get as high as 15 and better.
Yeah, for like a pretty beat up card, that is
it's
a lot.
absolutely HP.
Yeah. And next we got some Yu-Gi-Oh prize cards. Got a Cyberstein. How you pronounce this?
That's false stuff.
Yeah, what he said. Shrink. Doom Caliber Knights. I think this is one of the most popular prize card. That's a date Crush Card Virus. It's like one of the most playable ones too. Ghost Circle. Why is the name kind of like faded? I actually had one of this. One of this is mine.
Not that one.
Dark and Dragon.
Not your old one.
So
for longer than you had that one.
oh, these are all yours, Josiah? Okay, so these are Josiah's, but Mark, do you still have yours? You still have like your
I have
price
like a
cards?
PSA 10 Dark in.
Okay. So here's a PSA 10 of this, which is up. So they are price cards. So there are tournaments that are called Sonic Jump back in the day and YCSs, which is like a huge 3-day event, and thousands of people show up to compete, and the winner receive one of these trophy cards. So think of it as like a Pokemon trophy card, basically. But
And that's the full set.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. And here are very rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they are actually like not printed. So this is a Seal of Orichalcos. If you guys ever watched the anime, this is a UDE one, which is like an Upper Deck employee exclusive. Wink, wink. Technically, these aren't supposed to be circulated. But
those are the story cards.
but who's keeping up with it? And this is a Kids WB prize card that they gave out for kids that entered the contest by was it drawing pictures?
It was writing an essay.
Writing an essay?
Yeah, it was an essay contest.
So this belongs to Mark. So you think it's fair to say this is the equivalent of the Pikachu illustration for Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
No, Pikachu illustration's wild.
But like the same way you get the illustration, it's the same way you get this. But it's just not like one of the most.
Pokemon is way more popular than Yu-Gi-Oh! So.
Yeah.
There were 100 of those given out. The illustrator, I believe there were 32.
Okay.
And there is around the same number in circulation, but Pokemon's the biggest IP in the world. It's not even close.
Yeah, there's like six or 8 Pokemon illustrators, and there's like 6 of these. So.
Yeah. But I'm saying like the equivalent of like a Yu-Gi-Oh version. If there were, if there were like a Yu-Gi-Oh version of the Pikachu illustration, like this would be it, right? Do you know approximate value on this?
I got offered 40,000. I don't know. I'd probably want like somewhere between 60 and 80 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
not really in a rush to sell it. It's just cool.
Hard to put a price on something that doesn't exist.
It's just cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second video of me of this. A couple years ago, I made another one, and I don't want to brag or anything, but I feel like after I made that video, 2 or 3 of them just suddenly pop up. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's because of me that put this out in the light or anything, but people just found it in their book binders.
And
I'm just
half
kidding.
of those are in Tennessee.
Half
Yeah.
of these are in Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's 2 others in Tennessee.
But yeah, you guys want to say anything about your car shop?
Yeah, if you're ever in the Knoxville, Tennessee area, or if you want to drive to take a visit, we have a full arcade. We have a play area for all sorts of card games, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Disney Lorcana. We're one of the largest stores for Disney Lorcana. Yeah, we do all sorts of gaming stuff. So
Yeah. All right, so you guys aren't just a car shop, right? You guys also do video games. I mean, with all these arcades and stuff, you guys let people come in, play, use all the arcades, and they're all for sale, right? All the arcade systems are all for sale. And as you can see, all the cool guitar in the back and stuff, they buy and sell used video games as well.
Yep. Yeah, we got some of the cool ones in the case here too. So
There's some selections here. And they got some other stuff in here.
some
Video
Lotus
games.
dice sets. The Earthbound is like $400. Chrono Trigger is 200 plus. Some other cool stuff.
Yeah, it's a little mix of everything. And of course, they also have some other stuff in the back in their inventory. If you guys ever come by and, wanting anything, just ask them and they can go look for you and see if they have it. Yeah, who was it that came by earlier that did their video as well?
Retro Wolf 88.
Yeah, so I guess they came in earlier and made a video, so if you guys keep an eye out for that, that would be cool. But yeah, if they don't mind, we can do a little bit of tour around the shop real fast. All right, so here's the front of the video games. Got a whole bunch of play mats here. Old vintage Yu-Gi-Oh posters and giant cards. So these are actually worth a lot. I think they're like a few thousand per card, if I'm not mistaken. It's a pretty expensive decoration piece, in my opinion. You got some refreshments if you guys are ever hungry or thirsty or wanting some snacks. This is a dual terminal for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's one of the very first arcade style Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. And you put $1 in, they give you a free card that you can use to play on the game. So these are actually pretty rare. They don't make these anymore. And they got some old school games here in the case. You got anything you want to say, Josiah?
I'm good. We'll try to get a bunch of cool stuff in. A lot of video game stores end up getting a ton of sports games. We try to keep a pretty reasonable selection. We get trade-ins every day. Try to get them processed out as quickly as possible.
You guys
have a good selection of everything.
Yeah, you guys basically buy everything, right? Even random super old vintage PS1 games, PS2 games.
All the time.
You guys basically buy any type of game that is working, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I witnessed them buying just a box of if you buy a PlayStation or something like that, just an empty box. They buy those too apparently. So if you guys literally anything
Hey, they make great decorations. We got them up there.
exactly. Old Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon Magic booster boxes that you guys open the packs and stuff already, and you still have the empty shell box. You guys can bring it in, maybe get some trade credits or some cash for it. Yeah, basically anything collectibles you can think of. And they just got done with a Lorcana tournament here, so we are cleaning up the shop. But
he said, well, if you make me a good deal, and I said I can do 24 a box on the 9.
so here are some of the arcade games they have back here. Pretty cool. So they're charging a quarter, 50 cents a game, And you know, these machines cost thousands of dollars, and the electric bills, they literally lose money from having them. But it is a cool thing to have in the shop, just to like bring people in, which I mean, that's something you can appreciate, right? Like all these posters and decoration piece, they're just there to make the shop look pretty, but they cost hundreds to thousands of dollars. And apparently this is like one of the rarest game in America, and they only have... Hey, so how many of this pop games is in America? How many of these pop games are in America?
There's like 10 in the U.S.
So there's about 10 of these pop games in US. So this is like one of the rarest games. And if you guys are ever in the shop, they'll let you play for free on it. And it's pretty cool. This is actually the most expensive game or arcade game they have as well, which is pretty nice. And they got some tables for players to come and play. Pretty cool.
Thank you so much for watching, guys, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment down below. It really helped my channel grow. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.